Welcome back. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Kobra Wolverine DMR VR stock with pump action slider. It has lots of positive reviews on their store page, so expectations are kinda high. Plus, this is my first Quest only stock review, so let's see how it went. The Wolverine DMR stock is available from Kobra VR on Etsy. It offers an optional pump action slider add-on for shotgun immersion. The price was a little over $89 with 0 add-ons. Adding the slider brings the price to just over $148. It ships from England, so the additional shipping cost was just under $24 for me. It came in a plain brown box with a few pieces of styrofoam and some printed out instructions. It didn't take very long and it was relatively easy to put together. You just need an extra little screwdriver if you purchase the pump action slider. I didn't really like parting with my controller grips as the Quest has rather small controllers for my hands, but it was necessary. I had a very hard time playing with this stock for more than half an hour. All of that unbalanced weight on one hand really became an issue. With no strap offered and the controller tethered to the stock, it was more of an annoyance than an improvement to gameplay or immersion. This is really unfortunate. Plus, your dominant hand is used for so much more than gripping a long-barreled gun. Pistols are uncomfortable and utils are next to impossible with your dominant hand. Usually during this segment, I go through how each game performs with this stock, but honestly, it performed about the same in all the games that I tested. When I tried to line up long distance shots, the tracking really became a pretty big issue. Ironically, the closer the controller seemed to be to my face, the less reliable it became. The slider was a waste of money. Most VR shooters don't use pump action shotguns. Contractors has too, but good luck finding a game mode where it's fully utilized. Plus, when attached, your forehand is so far forward that it really breaks the immersion. The latch to activate the pump is pretty clever, but still awkward to change out if you're in any sort of gameplay action. Good quality and well constructed. Lots of adjustments can be made, especially with the shotgun slider add-on. It looks mostly realistic, and the white version matches the Quest controllers pretty well. It's very durable. I dropped it once off camera, and it had absolutely no damage. No sling attachment makes it much less comfortable and fatigues the rear hand much faster. The cup assembly is a bit awkward at first as it covers the grip button on the forehand. It takes quite a bit of getting used to. I had to remove my comfort grips to properly attach and use the stock. Right-handed utility was almost impossible and could damage the controller. Pistol use was very uncomfortable. I found that the stock was far too short to fit me properly as well. Shotgun slide put foregrip hand much farther out and broke immersion. The shotgun slide is mostly useless during gameplay. And obviously it's not Kobra's fault, but a lot of VR games don't offer pump shotgun mechanics in general. In some games, no shotgun at all. With a short stock, it puts it in a weird position for aiming down the sights. With the design strapping the stock to the controller, it has way too many disadvantages. It's not heavy, but all the weight is carried by your rear hand 90% of the time. My thumb rubs whenever I use any button on my rear hand. Reloading is fine, but I was afraid of breaking my controller when I tried right-handed util throws. It looks really cool, probably the most realistic looking stock so far, and the trigger guard is a nice touch. There is a 4-week wait after your purchase, and the packaging is rather lackluster. I've reviewed much more functional stocks that were cheaper. You could cut down on the price by a lot by skipping the shotgun slide, but this also eliminates the forehand adjustment options. To be fair, I'd give it more like a 7 without the pump action slider, and the shipping cost is rather high and must be considered. I had very high expectations for the stock, with the most expensive stock so far in the series. It's unfortunate that very few VR games utilize the pump action shotgun, so that attachment was pretty much useless to me. Definitely not worth an extra $50+. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't like this stock at all. The pros are overshadowed by the cons. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about tethering the controller to the stock, and it's ridiculously inconvenient. Do you play any VR games that have a pump action shotgun? Let me know in the comments below so I can test this stock out on those games as well. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, level up with New Level VR.